Hello everybody. It's Miriam here at Paper Wheels. I'm back today with a new video, and I'm following the ABC April 2025 collab with Margaret at 7 Plaza and Tony at Crafty by Tony. And their collaboration, every day has a different letter, and today's letter happens to be W. And along with that, I'm doing the 100-day project, which is crafting every day for 100 days. Next week I'm going to cheat a little bit and do a few videos in advance because I have surgery on Wednesday. I have to have surgery on one of my feet, so I'm going to get some videos done so that you all will have lovely videos to watch, one a day, until I finish up with my 100-day challenge. To me, the challenge is more getting the videos edited and posted on time than doing the crafting, because I love the crafting. It's the other things that you have to do that aren't quite as fun sometimes. So today I brought along my favorite collection of washi tape. W is for washi. It's one of the things you can do in a journal. You can do a lot of other W things, but the first thing came to my mind is washi. And I just wanted to show you how I store all of my washi. This one popped out, so I guess we're going to pick it up. A lot of the washi tapes I get do not have lots and lots on them, so I save the old credit cards you get in the mail, or like an expired credit card that I don't have the account anymore. And I just rolled my washi tape around them. So instead of having a huge container with all these different washi tapes, I have this little box. This has the washi tapes I use most often in it, and there's a couple blue ones because my last journal I was working on was a blue journal, so I put them in here as well. Don't see the other blue roll, but it's probably hiding down in here somewhere. Yes, it is, on the bottom. I knocked this over earlier and dumped some out and got them to where, so let me see if I can pull this up out of here. Goodness gracious. All I'm trying to do is get my hand on that washi. There's one. And where's the other one? Well, since he's not cooperating, he's just going to stay down there then. He won't get used. Anyway, so I have all of these, and I thought what I would do today is just simply come on and make some washi tape ephemera. If you don't have washi tape or washi tape stickers, you can buy washi tape sticker paper on Amazon or clear sticker paper. And kind of make your own washi tape in that way. So I do have these film strips that I printed off from Margaret at 7 Plaza, and I believe, I want to say these are printed on the clear sticker paper, but I just cut these into strips so I could use them like washi tape. So I have those I can use on some pieces of ephemera. Some people call this sticky lace a type of washi tape. It is just very, very thin. It's really just like a sticker with a clear background that you can put flat on paper for decoration. I wanted to bring a piece of that along so you could see that. And my favorite stickers, probably my second obsession to vellum, which my first obsession is vellum, as I've already told you in a couple of my videos. My second obsession is washi tape stickers. I have this little book here I got, and what I like most about them, I will show you when I peel one off to use it. I don't want to peel one off of here till I go to use it, but it doesn't have the white around your stickers. It blends into what you're creating very well because you don't have that white border on the stickers. I'm really not wild about the white borders, but this is just a, I think I got this book from, you know, my favorite place to shop these days, which is Temu. And it just has random washi tape stickers. So I thought we could use some of those in making my ephemera today. So mainly what I create today, I might do a little bit of distress stamping or something on one or two of these, but mainly what I use is going to be stickers. I brought along some other washi tape stickers as well, and these are ones that I printed on washi sticker paper. I picked mine up at Temu. This is again one of these bigger ones, and I got several of those from that same kit of Margaret's. The negatives, I guess, it all looks like photo negatives. And when she used them on her channel, they actually look like, if you put a picture behind them, an actual negative. And then I have several of these washi tape stickers. Set those up here. And then I have a couple sheets that I printed off from a couple of Margaret's digital kits. And I just kind of created my own washi tape stickers with them. So I printed off these. These were a full sheet of things that she had on one of her digitals, so I printed those off. I thought they would look very pretty on some of my tags here, or even some ticket strip, bigger ticket strips that I have. So I have these washi stickers. And then I have a piece of collaged paper that I have cut up here in various size pieces to use them as backgrounds, or just kind of as add them to my various pieces of ephemera, and some more flower stickers here from one of Margaret's kits as well. She even had one of them had these little tiny skinny things, and these are two that managed to not get cut off in the process of cutting out the stickers, so we'll lay those over here. And then there's a couple of these very thin pieces, so I'm going to go ahead and pull those from that. I also have handy here somewhere my Tim Holtz cello tape and my Boo Boo tape from Margaret as well. I will keep saying Margaret, but her name is Margaret. It's spelled TH at the end, and I'm often mispronouncing it, so I apologize, Margaret. However, I am using several of your digitals that I printed out on washi paper or clear sticker paper, and I'm going to use several of these things to create some ephemera. I also have my standby inks, my walnut stain, and my little dauber, running out of places to put everything. And I have my glue, and I did have thought I had my ruler here handy in case I need to tear something. So I'm sure I buried it, and I will find it again if I need it. Here are my scissors. They got buried. And I had this all planned out, laid everything out here for you, and end up burying things that I need, huh? Oh well. I've got my scissors, so that will work. I won't be tearing too many things. So today what I'm doing again is just making some random ephemera. I brought some partially finished pieces. I thought I would see if I could use some of my pieces here. And on top of my Boo Boo tapes, I have some more washi stickers that I created. And they are long and skinny. So I thought I might be able to use one or two of these on this little paper bag pocket. My mailman must be coming because my dog's going crazy. But she'll quit barking here momentarily. So let's pull these out. This is not a Boo Boo tape, but it's just a piece of coffee dyed something that I cut and stuck in here. I think that's all. Yep, the rest of it's all Boo Boo tapes. You don't know what Boo Boo tape is? It is tape that Margaret has made to look like weathered pieces of tape. These are the cello tape that Tim Holtz sells. And when you use the ones like Margaret has, these, it looks just like the ones that Tim Holtz did, only mine is on a paper backing rather than a clear backing. And there's even little teeny tiny skinny pieces that could go somewhere. So I have those along today as well, and I'm going to set those just to the side. Those are something I would put on very last. So to get started, let's just work with this little bag here. See if I have some kind of a sticker that would look good on that. And here's a number sticker. And here's another one. Pull out a few of my round stickers here and see what looks good. I don't have too many round ones left here in this bunch. But I'm trying to use things that I have. I've purchased so many different things here lately that I'm just really trying to use up throughout my 100-day project. And oh, there's a piece of boo-boo tape that snuck out. So we just might have to lay that there, and you know what? I'll just go ahead and stick it on here. And prior to doing that, I'm going to give my little pocket a bend and give a nice looking crack in my pocket here. And grab one of my sanders over here to the side. And I'm going to sand this edge, then straighten it back up and use some boo-boo tape on it. Where's my... Here we go. This, I got two of them right now for some reason. I don't know why I have two. But you could also ink up these areas. So what I think I'm going to do is try sanding it a bit. Getting a nice, what looks like a nice paper crack tear there. Alright. So now I got that right across there. Let's go ahead and do off the end here. So it looks authentic. Okay, got that. And I'm just going to use whatever ink's on my dauber for now, just to kind of come along here and darken those edges up a bit. Usually there's quite a lot of ink on my dauber. So there we go. Yep, plenty. So you don't have to ink your dauber up every time. I haven't used this since yesterday, and I still have plenty of ink. And I kind of like how it sanded right there. It looks like there's a burn there, and it burnt kind of a little hole in that pocket. So we're going to come along with that little piece of cello tape here. Is that going to work? We actually need a little bit longer, so let me pull out a little long piece here. And I want it to be long enough that I can kind of fold it over the edges there to really repair that. So let's get a longer piece. This looks like it'll be long enough. This is one of Tim Holtz. And when you're using these, you're best to have a straight pen or a needle handy to get your sticky side off. So let me see what I can reach fairly easily. Get one of my needles out here. I have some super duper long needles. I didn't think to get one out before I got started, so get one out here. If I can grab a hold of it. I could pause my video, but it's easier to just keep it going. It doesn't take that long. There we go. Long needle. Extra long needle to get the backing off all my washi tape stickers and my boo-boo tape sticker. So make sure I have it the right side up, which I did not, so that wouldn't have done very good, Miriam. There we go. Get it right under that, and usually you can get them right lifted right up. There we go. So I'm going to just simply put this across here, and it'll look like we tried to repair that piece, which I think looks kind of cool. And we're just going to fold that over. And since it created a little bit of a faux hole there, which actually I think was really an actual hole, if you want to know the truth. I think there was a teeny tiny thing there, but it looks like it went right through there. So we we have that repaired. And I'm going to come along with this dauber again and just kind of ink up my, I need a little more ink on it, I think, and I'm going to kind of ink up my brown on this. And this is walnut stained distress ink. It's not an oxide ink, so it's going to be darker, which looks really cool when you're distressing. Just making my edges darker so it kind of looks older, more grungy vintage, like it's been sitting around for a while. Go over that a little bit so it's not quite so white. And I'm just barely rubbing the surface of my dauber on it. Just darkening it up quite a bit. Get around here these edges a little more. And then I thought maybe I would try a couple of my random strips here, because I don't need anything on the bottom of this, but I really need something here and on my circle and maybe across here. So let's see what we can do to improve the looks of this. I might add a label or two as well. That piece, even though it's cut, it's a little crooked, huh? Well, I better re-trim that piece up later. This looks like a good piece, and it's even got some brown on it. Let's try it. How big do I want this? I only want it just along this edge so that there's something there. So I'm going to trim it right there. Do I have any wider pieces that might cover more? Let's see. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to use this piece. So let me put it in here, and I'm going to just fold it back so I know where to cut it. Lay this piece over. That fold won't be permanent. When you go to peel it off there, it'll be just fine. Okay, get this trimmed here, and then I'm going to just peel the backing off and put it down. I have some flower ones that are wider, but I was afraid the flower ones just wouldn't look right with these numbers. This kind of, I don't know, they might. They're darker, some of them. Well, let's just see what would happen if I would stick one of them on there before I peel the backing off this. Here's one that's really dark. What do you guys think? Do you like that? Or do you think it should be... It's really going to be hidden until you open this part up and pull this up. I could always use wider tape and cover the whole thing, couldn't I? Let's see what else I've got before I use one of these that I printed. Pull out some of my tapes over here. These are skinny. These are flowers. These are some wider ones. More skinny. Skinny. A couple wide ones maybe on that one. And that is a wider one. I'm trying to go for the grungier, darker looks here, so that one only has a little bit of wide, but I do have this here, so, and I have this advertisement. Let's try it. We'll put a little bit of that on there. Where's the end? There it is. All right. This is almost all gone, so, and that's not a bad thing. I have enough. So we can cut a piece of this. I hate to decapitate or cut a head in half. So let's see what happens if I cut it. Oh, we'll go ahead and cut his whole head here. I'm really not sure who these two people are, but it really doesn't matter to me who they are. I've probably buried my circle stickers now, haven't I? All right. I'm going to put it so that the ad is facing in. So let's put you clear in. Let's put you clear in here. It's hard to reach. Changing my mind, I want them facing out. So we're going to put those clear in almost to that fold in that bag. Doesn't have to go all the way, but just about to the fold, and that's slightly crooked. I know you wouldn't, maybe can't see it, but I can see it, so. And then when I'm using the washi tape, rather than cutting the edges, I like to fold them over slightly and use my sanding disc to sand off the edges when I'm using washi tape. Kind of blends it into your paper and gives it a neat look. Then you can come along and sand it. And that washi tape's sticking good. A lot of times I put glue with my washi tapes, but these seem to be sticking to the paper bag quite well. The glue, just some washi tapes do not have a strong adhesive, and they'll come up. And see, that just makes it real easy to tear there. But anyway, they will come up if you don't put glue under them. So, where did my piece of plastic I had go? Who knows? I'll stick that down here. I got a trash bag that'll collect the extras. And I'm going to take this little tiny piece off the top here. You're just sanding the edge a little, and then that edge will take a lot of ink if you decide to ink around it, and it will help you get your, some washi tape you can tear, others it's coated with something that makes it a little more difficult. I think really the washi tape should be like a paper tear tape, almost like a masking tape. However, a lot of people call washi tapes, that just doesn't, piece doesn't want to stand off there, does it? There we go. Sometimes you have to maneuver your edge a little bit to get it to come off there. There we go. And I'm just going to snip, snip, because I don't want to keep, you gotta be careful you don't sand a hole in the end of your paper when you're doing that too. So you don't want to get too carried away. All right, so now I have that there, and we could put just a very thin strip along here. Maybe a piece of this ledger here that I have would be good, because that's the piece that's going to kind of peek out, maybe a little bit. And I'm pretty sure this piece is going to be long enough here. So that's what I'm using. Washi tape, if you do a search on YouTube, washi tape in junk journals, you will find lots and lots and lots of videos that have some great creators making things out of using washi tape and showing you different ways you can use washi tape in your journals. Okay, I don't want to put my ledger upside down. I don't care if it's sideways, but there's a big strip there with numbers, and I didn't want those numbers to go on here upside down. So, and with this one, I am going to add a little glue along the edge. So let me get my glue. Hopefully it's been recently filled, so hopefully it's going to flow well today. You never know. It rained last night here, and we're supposed to get rain later on about 4 o'clock, which makes it feel very humid here today, I think. And my only point in bringing all that up is that weather can affect how your glue performs and how your tapes stick. So, just want to take that into consideration. Not everybody can use the same glue. If your atmosphere where you are is entirely different from another creator's and they recommend a glue and you try it and you hate it, that's not unusual because of the different atmospheres or the different, what do I want to call it? It's humidity, weather, all that stuff. Ignore my Alexa. She says that every day at this time. It's come on before when I've been taping. It just happens. Reminder from my partner to take his meds. All right. I like how that looks. And how did I do that? I managed to... That's even almost too small to sand, but we'll give it a shot. I managed to cut that almost exactly somehow. Oh, wrong dauber. Here, it's in my lap. Rolled right into my lap. Thank goodness it didn't roll right off on the floor like some things have. Usually when you can see the white, when you're sanding these and it kind of looks like there's a white line across it, you're probably at a good point where you can just grab it and finish tearing it off. Well, that's not going to want to tear because it's so tiny. I guess I'm going to have to snip it with scissors. And I'm just, barely over here. I'm going to hit that with my scissors too. Well, came over too far right towards the end. Hopefully it will give me mercy and let me move that in a little. Usually when you add glue with washi tape, you have a little bit of wiggle room. I don't think my glue, no, it's not completely dry. Make sure I get that pulled in enough to where it's not, tape's not wrinkled and it's not, there we go. That feels good and smooth. And we're going to cut this off here. One more piece and I'm inking this and that'll be a done piece of ephemera as far as I'm concerned. We're going to put a sticker on the front and I'm going to put a sticker on the back so that when you pull it up, it's got stickers on both sides. And these are just washi tape stickers. They're a little bit transparent, but they're very thin, like washi tape usually is. And they just look so cool because once you get them stuck down, you can just kind of blend them right into your paper. I want to make sure that's on there good. Yep. And then I can ink around it. And let's put $8 one on the back side, or I had a third one here and I'm not sure where he disappeared to, or she. I guess stickers don't have a gender, do they? Alright, don't see it. We'll use number 8 here. Get rid of a few clear pieces. Falling under the edge of my trash bag here. And would you believe, look what I just found. My ruler was hiding under the edge of my trash bag here in the very front. So I do have my metal ruler handy. It's a good thing to hold down if you decide to tear washi tape. It's a very good thing to use to get your washi tape, because sometimes when you go to tear it, some of them will tear very messy, very crooked, and if you want that look, it's great, but if you don't, it'll mess it up. So that will be good. And I'll do a little sanding with it anyway, just to kind of give it a little grungy look. When you come along and sand it after you put the sticker on and give your sticker a little grunginess, just sanding the extra off here. Just blended it right down into this paper. I'm going to just take a little bit of the shine down on this cello tape. And this bag originally was made out of a paper sack, the end of a paper sack. You glue it down like this in a journal, and then when you want to, this is glued down, you pull this and it opens the whole bag up. That's the whole point. And I still think I want another piece across this back over that tab area. So I'm going to go ahead and use this piece I cut earlier. I'll use my straight pen since I've misplaced the needle. I know I tossed it on my desk here. It's probably buried again. Oh, no, I see it now. I'm very good at burying things on my desk. Now, the washi tape sticker paper I got has a little bit of a coating on it. There we go. But it still has that washi tape appearance. There is a little bit of a silky, I don't know what you call it. Where's the top? There. All right. I just want it to cover up this side of that tab, plus they'll give it a little bit more strength along this edge. And I'm not going to do anything else to it. Yep, that's the one I cut to be that size, so it was very sticky and is in there good. So I'm just going to do a little bit more inking. Let's put this in here. And this piece of ephemera will be done. All right, get the right pieces of trash, Miriam. Here we go. Sorry, my mouth gets dry when I film. All right, so now I'm going to just come along here and grunge up my tabs. I got a couple little pieces where I sanded from my washi sticker sticking up. Just gonna snip those out of there if I can. Might be hard for you to see them, but I can see them. There we go. If I get my camera too close, I don't end up staying in the screen, so we're gonna really brandish this down around this tag piece and kind of go around it so that it keeps it down good. Kind of hard to do inside that bag, but I got it. Hold this open a bit and go ahead and ink these edges. Where's my sander? I'm going to do slight bit sanding here to kind of get that sticking into that paper too. Yeah. Oh, that whole end come up. We better put a little bit of glue on this end. Doesn't seem to want to stick on that end. I probably didn't give it enough glue the first time. Okay, there we go. All right. Now, that looks awful white there when we open that up, so I think we need another piece there. Find a piece we can put there. Want to use something that's going to get seen a lot. With the numbers. Well, I guess it's going to be another piece of this. Aha. This might be a good place to use one of my larger pieces. And let's see if I have one of these that might be long enough. Oh, that one's, excuse me, almost perfect. So any of these longer ones will work. Yeah, these are all smaller. I kind of like this edge here. So I think I'm going to put this. That'll make my writing upside down, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just cut the writing part off. It's optical illusion. It's hard to get that cut straight because I'm not sure if the pieces were straight when it was printed. Okay, and then I can use that piece somewhere else. And this will reinforce the tab that I put on it. It looks like it'd be easy to get off here, but of course not. Oh, there's the other number. See, there we go. I knew it would come out one day. It would come out of hiding. How long? Oh, it's been 30 minutes on one piece of ephemera. Well, okay. I'm going to do a tag, washi tape tag, and a couple other things before I finish off here. So this video might be a little longer than average. I honestly thought when I looked at that was a piece of paper on the back of that washi tape, and it's all part of the tape. Jeez. Okay, we're going to put that as neat as we can along there. Oh, and I'm going to have to use another piece of boo-boo tape because I just ripped my bag. That's where boo-boo tape comes in handy. Now, if I would have put that on a little straighter, take advantage of that where it ripped there and gave me a little bit more room to work. I'm going to bring that piece up and then I'll straighten the other half out. There we go. And I'll come over here and pull this up and straighten it out. Okay. There we go. That's better. I'm going to push that all down good. And I'm going to need boo-boo tape in a couple places. I played with it so much it came apart for some reason. Well, well, well. Not sure what my deal is here. How about, do I want to put something along that edge too? What else do I have that's I have this piece. Alright, where are you, boo-boo tape, when I need you? Pull you out and pull you out. You're a smaller piece as well. Okay, where are we at here? This one can go over here. Don't know why I bothered to try without it, because it makes it too hard to get it off. And it's just so much easier when I use a needle. Now, do we want to put this down the edge, or let's just do this? And we'll put that there. Hold that in place. Plus, it gives it a nice vintagey look with the old tape. Okay, takes care of that tear. Where's the other one? Right here in the middle. I think I'll put it long ways here. We'll get me a shorter piece though, because I think this piece will be too long. Oh, it's upside down, Miriam. Here's a shorter piece. Dropped a couple there. You know what? Let's use one of these different colors. Here. Are you a piece? Don't need that many. Pick these pieces up and I'll use that one. Even drop this tiny little piece. Goodness gracious. Leave those out for now. Kind of hard on those corners to get that tape around there and cover that, isn't it? Or maybe it's just me. I think I put too much on the one side. There we go. There we go. There wasn't enough to fold over at the top. That worked better. Gonna really press that down there for it to hold. Come over here and make sure it's pressed down good. Front and in the middle and the back. Okay, finish inking and this piece is done. Get rid of my white on my tab. Okay, go over and where's that tape here? This was the one I want to ink some along the edge and just kind of ink it so it blends in. And that's there. Alrighty, so now we have a grungy looking pocket that simply could have a label or something and be done. So let's see what we got we can decorate him up with. Let's just use, I think it might be good and see through it. If it is, it'll be perfect. Oh yeah, this will be a perfect. Oh, that fits there perfectly. Now where's my scraper? Here we go. Actually, I think I'm going to use my metal scissors because I really want that pushed down there. I'm going to give it a little sand and ink too. There we go. Oh, sanding first, Miriam, not inking. Okay. Then ink it up a bit. There we go. And that's done. Alright. Now let's pull one of my tags out so I can show you. I'll do one of the smaller tags that I have laying here. Let me show you how I do my washi tape tags. Where are you, little tag? Well, here's a ticket. We'll do one of my tickets. That piece is done. We'll get rid of that for trash. And I just wanted to show you how Margaret's looks on these, and I thought maybe I could just put a strip of this down through here, and you can see how it looks. It gives it a faux negative look, and it just really is awesome. Got that one started without needing. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and stick this down since I have it in my hands. Put that right there. It looks like I got it all crooked. Wow. I don't know that I can switch it. Maybe. Maybe. Yes, it's coming up okay. Let's see if I can get it pulled off here, and then I'll go cut it before I start again. Wow. There we go. Let's just cut it across here. I know I started to cut it there, but that's okay. All right, let's try it again. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. There we go. All right. Try this again. And maybe straighter. Much better. You really don't have to do anything to grunge these up. I'm just sanding it along there just to give it a sandy look, so to speak. And go fold that over and sand it off the end. Do this side. This washi tape sticker paper sands really good. Yeah, just pull those right off there. And I don't know if you can see it, but if I hold it up closer, you can see the numbers and tickets and things underneath to where it looks just like a picture negative. So that's a pretty awesome piece. If I'm going to give it, you know what, let's just use one of Margaret's flowers on it. These are very pretty, and they already look grungy, so let's put one of these right on here. Yeah, and that'll make a nice side tuck or something for a journal. Needle, where'd you go? Straight pen, you'll do. Okay. If you want to use your washi tapes to make tags, one thing that looks really cool is to use just stripes across your tag of washi tape. Various kinds of washi tape. Ah, that's really crooked. So let's try this one more time. I always say one more time. If it didn't work, I'd try it again until it did. I don't know why I say one more time. Usually when I do, it works. So let's just sand a bit here. Give it a funky vintage look, and we'll ink around our edges, and that'll be another piece done. That one didn't take very long at all. The first one took us quite a while, didn't it? Just want to get my edges good. It really doesn't need inking because it's already got all the nice edges. And since, where's my scissors? My ticket is slightly wider. I'm just going to trim along the edge here, and that way it's not, then I don't have to do a bunch of inking. Just going to trim this right across, right down the side of my washi tape. It's probably maybe an 1/8 of an inch, 1/16 of an inch. I don't know, it's just a fraction. Just till my ticket's nice and even with the edge of that. Now, if I needed a skinny tag, I could also cut my top corners, or I could, you know, trim my corners in some way. I think I am going to make them diagonal because I like that. It makes it looks kind of neat, and it makes it fit in pockets easier if you use it for a tag. So I just cut the edges off, or the corners, very tip of the corners. All right, so we got that. That's an extra piece there, and that's trash. That's trash. Put those there. And let's pull out one of my random tag bases here. Here we go. Let's just use, there's a vellum envelope. Don't know what, here's one that I was looking for. Now, I'm going to use this as the base, and we're just going to put washi tape on it to make it a nice decorative tag. Doesn't matter what kind you use, it doesn't matter the size when you do this, it really does not matter at all. Do I have all my washi tape things out of there? Yep. Oh, there's one under this. So, and I think I'm just going to start with these ones I have here that I printed off, and just use these as strips along here, and we'll create a washi tape with it. So somebody's out there making my doggy Annie a little nervous. But I'm not the only one home, so it's okay. Okay, I don't know if I have enough on this to do two, so I don't want to waste, so I'm going to put this across. Okay, just put that down. And I am going to trim these, but I can come back and sand when I'm all done. Oh, that all came off. Where's my scissors? Here you are. You were hiding. It's not fair when you hide. And that silly lace washi tape, it wants to be used, I guess. So we're going to put this piece across. And these are so different. You can just, you know, use a piece, come up a little bit and put another piece down on there, and it'll be just fine. So let's set this piece up here somewhere. And let's just put it right here. There is enough to get two pieces across. That looks fairly straight. So let's cut, oh, that's been used. We'll cut another one, go ahead and cut it in two before I use it. Here's one. Looks a little different, so that will give us a little different look on the tag. I also have a few flower strips here I think I'll use. And that's fine. Oh, what's that? A piece of something? I think it is supposed to be a piece of something. Sorry if I just got my hair on the camera. I don't know if I did or didn't. Let's try that. And I'm going to use this piece up at the top. I like it up there. I think it would look great. Pretty cool up there. I don't pay attention when I'm doing this as to necessarily which side things go or how they match up, because the whole point is it's supposed to be stripes of things that don't exactly match up. There we go. That works. That's good. We'll put you up at the top. So what does everybody have planned for the X in the ABC collaboration? X is the extra day. You pretty much do what you want with it. I have an idea that I'm not going to share till my video, of course. There we go. That takes care of the top. I can come back and, ooh, I don't want those numbers. Maybe I should put it, let's put it upside down. Because I want those little, I don't know, you really can't see the numbers, but I like that little grid on there. And I'd like to have that on my tag. Don't want to have sanded off the top, so we'll just turn the piece upside down and then I'll get it. Well, upside down from what I had. I don't know if it's technically really upside down anyway. That's the beauty of junk journals. You just do what you want, make what you want, figure it out, have a good time. Just doesn't matter. Some more ones that have some texty things, and here's a wide piece that would work. So I'm going to cut it. I go cut both these about in half at the same time. That seems to be working well for this. And we won't need too many more pieces. I'm not going to decorate it. I'm just going to show you the base. I won't take time and decorate it. I'm just putting these down to give it a good base, making sure there's no wrinkles and they're stuck down there real good. And the one I cut, yeah, the skinny writing, we'll use it. Let's put this one up here and come down from the top with it. Put it as close without trying not to go over the other piece. If you do, it's not a big deal because it is very thin and it matches up well, and just don't want to leave gaps is the most important thing today for me. No gaps, no gaps. Okay, get off there. Get out of there. Okay, let's throw in this script, and then I think we'll throw in a little strip of flowers to give it something different on here. We don't have time to decorate it today. Maybe I'll do it in tomorrow's video with the extra stuff. So come back tomorrow, see what I do. Well, look at that. That just fits right across there. And that finishes that up. I think I'll do one more of these up here in this space. It's kind of hard to see where my tape isn't on this tag, but I'll just put that there. This one's kind of started. It shouldn't take me much. And I'll figure out where I want to put the strip, whether I need it here or whether I'll put it somewhere else. I don't think this one's going to cover all of it, so most likely it'll go up here. Let's put this one right across there. Let's see how many more we got. Because I cut several here. You're trash, you're trash. Are you an actual piece? You are, you are. I'm going to put you down. And then I want my strip of flowers to kind of be over top of my other pieces across. Maybe closer toward the bottom. There we go. Yeah, let's turn that one the other way. Give it a little slightly different look. I do like this printable washi sticker paper, I guess. That's what you would call it. And it has a slight coating. It doesn't tear extremely. I mean, it doesn't like really tear when you don't want it to. It sands very good. Just folding my edges over so it'll be easier. And I'm going to sand them after I decide where I want my flower piece. And I'm just going to use this skinny flower piece. And I think I'm going to put it right there below the script. That's where it's going. I could put these up the side if I wanted to, just as easily. But I'm going to put them as a strip across, since that's what I'm doing. Washi tape stripe tag. That's what I would call this. We're just going to put it right. So that's where it went. That's where it's going to go. Okay. Now I'm going to sand these. And all this tag would need is maybe a label. And we'll use our 22 number since we have it laying there. So I'm just going to sand these off. So if you want to get some sticker paper, what you can do is print, if you like the look of a stripe tag, print a collaged or collage one a page yourself and copy it with your scanner and then print it off if you want to use your own. And you can simply cut it into strips. I like the collaged ones because when you cut it into strips, you know you're going to get a different look with it rather than something that is plain. The collaged will just give you such a different look. You'll see what I mean when I hold this up where you can see it after I get it all sanded here. I just like the different effect it gives with everything. This corner just about done here. Alrighty, finish that one off. Let's see if I got these good enough to tear them, which I did. They're tearing just fine. Good enough for me, right along the edge of my card. That's all I want. There we go. Get rid of those. Come back. Get rid of those. Back with my ink dauber. And I'm going to ink along my edges. Yeah, you can ink this washi tape very well. Sands and inks perfectly. I've not tried, Tony has used the ones from Amazon. I've not tried that sticker paper, but she likes how it does when you do your own washi tape with it. And I'm just making sure all my wrinkles are out. I have a wrinkle here for some reason. We're gonna take advantage of that wrinkle, and I'm going to sand it a bit here. Don't know what ended up there, if it folded up on me, but we'll just take advantage of it, and then we're going to ink it up. Yep. If you wanted, you could add a little boo-boo tape to this, or whatever you want. I think I'm just simply going to find some kind of a ticket or label that I could use here. Oh, I like this number rather than the other. Here's an oval number, a tag that says circus, delete where not applicable. Got a little bit of everything here, don't I? All right, let's see what we got here. I think I'm just going to do a little sticker collage, and that will be done. These, I should just be able to get them right off here, but of course not. Okay, here we go. Oh, don't throw that Mary Meal needed again momentarily. That's okay. I will sand off the other side, but I don't want to cover up my flowers though. I kind of like it this way. That way you can still see the flowers. There we go. I like that. And then we have these two and my other number here that I pulled out. And you're probably a piece of boo-boo tape, aren't you? Nope, you're just a randomy little piece of something where I cut off. Okay, let's see here. We put this number down rather than the 22. Here we go, got it. Here? Yeah, let's put it here. Still crooked. Again, I'm not going to cover up. I think I'm just going to put this one down, and that'll be it on this, because I do not want to cover up the flowers. There we go. That's perfect. Just what it needed. So now we have a little washi tag that I can use somewhere. I still think that number is a little crooked, but that's okay. I'm going to leave it like that, and I can use that somewhere in my journal. Just adding a little more ink, and that's it. So, in our time here, we managed to do 3 pieces of washi ephemera. I've got that. I've got my photo strip, tuck, corner tuck, whatever, and I have my grungy paper bag pocket that, remember, it just opens up and you can put things, hide things down in there. So that's what we did today. I hope everybody enjoyed my video, and I hope you all come back for my video tomorrow when we do something extra. Bye for now. Hope you enjoyed my video, and I'll see you all in the next